guys, it's Simscape here with my first speed build. So this time I was gonna build a modern traditional home. So I kind of started out with kind of like a guest house and a main house setup. And there's over a tunnel on the second floor, or like a bridge type thing to get there. So I've used this kind of thing before in my building when I first got The Sims. So this is kind of like another version of such. So there's a nice pool in the middle there. I thought that was kind of fun. So I hope you guys liked my first video. I wanted to thank Playmobil Girl XX for subscribing. That was very nice of you. Just wanted to thank you for your service. So I was just kind of making a boxy thing, and it looks like it should be a modern home, but I thought that if I added some roofs, it would kind of look kind of fun and a mix between modern and traditional. Something that I've been complimented on before. So I thought that would be a good first speed build. So going into this, I'm picking out my stairs now. I put them in the front in the beginning, but I think I moved them over to the side during the end. The shape of the house changes quite a lot during the build, and so does the wallpaper and such. And the first few videos that I'll have on this channel are going to be quite trial and error, figuring out what works and what doesn't with my recording software and my computer and uploading. But I've recently realized that in this video something didn't work, and part of the furnishing the first floor of the main house did not come through. You'll see it in the screenshots in the end, but it will not be in the speed build, and I'm really sorry about that. But now I know my mistake, and it will not be repeated again. I thought I would have like a kind of stone and white house with green accents, and I'll change the roof trimming to green. There it is. Change the roof trimming to green in a minute. And right now I'm trying to figure out what I would do with the pool that's under the tunnel. I kind of wanted to have a kind of a hot tub kind of thing that wasn't really a spa, but like a kind of an alcove that had like a water. I don't really know what I was trying to do. Well, I know what I was trying to do, but it's kind of hard to explain. But eventually I just decided it didn't work out, and I can easily just do it with the fountain thing that has the wall of water coming down. So here I am just trying to figure out what to do, putting on my move objects cheat. And in a minute I feel like I'm going to realize what's wrong. And also in a minute here I recorded this part last night, and I went to bed and I woke up and continued recording. So that's where this jump's going to come in. I think it's coming up here in a second. So I just put in the fountains and I went to bed. And I always have the trouble with the doors. It's always a problem for me. Alright, so here we are the next day, and I wanted to change the shape of the house a little bit once looking at it again. And here I am going to put some of that really cool fencing, roofing kind of thing up there. It took me a while to figure out what shape I wanted it to be and how it would work, because I know how to do it, it's just I forget every single time what kind of shape to put it as. So eventually I get it. Let's look at my little book of things to talk about. So I guess I should talk about my goals for this channel. I just kind of made this channel to explore what it would be like to be a YouTuber, and to get to know how well I can master editing and such like that. So basically it's a learning experience for me, and it's a good learning experience because I think eventually I might want to go into something with entertainment and editing or whatnot. So this is just me self-teaching what to do. So I think that's very good, and I just love Sims, so I thought I'd combine it together. I don't really know what kind of realistic goal a Sims channel is nowadays because they're getting more and more popular. So I don't really think I'll put a number on it. I would like to get people that can actively like give me suggestions and not, but I'll be happy without it. That's fine. So usually when I pick a window, I pick the same window because of like I hate it when like the windows aren't the same style and you can't like I have to use the same window most of the time. It's very rarely when I can allow myself to use a different window. But I do like these windows. It was very recently when I discovered that they were there and they had like a lot of different colors that worked really well with the surrounding areas. So I really like these windows. They're very traditional, but they also let in a lot of light and give it a very nice feel on the inside. So I think here I am messing around with the front door. I hated that I couldn't put a two wide door in there. I always mess around spacing, and I always wish we could move windows and doors with the Alt key. And here's where it got cut out. So here I'm kind of trying to show you what I've done, but obviously it's sped up and yeah. So you'll see this in the screenshots later. So here I'm working on the master bedroom. The master bedroom's upstairs. I made a very modern red and black and white theme in here with some kind of a nice wood on the floor. And I put in some of these lights because I haven't really used these as much. And I thought they looked quite nice. I had the little plaster brick wall that is very cool. I put in these lights and I put them at all different angles so you can like light up the whole room with a kind of fade in, fade out kind of lighting. I've used this sometimes in my own builds before I had this channel. I put in that red bed. It was the first thing I saw and I thought it fit really well with the room. So putting a little alcove over here with such, and I kept on forgetting to put lamps and like decorations on the tables, and I still did forget. So if you did download from the gallery, which it will be up there, my origin ID is hglohre, Lori. That's my last name. So here I'm putting a little side table with a flower or something. And I always hate decorating hallways too, and that's where I get quite lazy with the hallway because, you know, if it's just a hallway, what are you really supposed to do with it? Just put flooring and lighting and walls in. I really need to work on that. So here I'm putting raising up some sinks with the Alt key to put a sink that's not really the sink that's supposed to go on the counter there. I usually like doing that a lot. So here I'm just cramming some stuff in the bathroom to make sure it doesn't look so plain. And I think I'm coming over to the other guest house area. So in this house, it's going to be the kitchen and the little living area is going to be on the second floor, and the bedroom is going to be on the bottom floor, because that's where the owners of the house could easily access the house from the second floor. So I thought it made the most sense. So here I'm messing around with how I'm going to put a little TV area. I rose up a little TV on a little bedside table. Put in a nice carpet. I don't know if that's the carpet I keep there. I'm trying to make the walls look a little bit more snazzy. It's always a problem. Putting a little kitchenette area, not really a full kitchen or a place to sit down, because if there is guests, they're going to be spending most of the time with the owners in the other part of the house, which unfortunately I didn't put in a dining room table yet either. But I did put a little breakfast nook area in the corner under the stairs, so hopefully that works out quite nicely. So here's downstairs. I have a big bathroom and a blue themed bed, and no, it's not blue, it's a brown and black, I think. And I kind of molded the tables and the lamps together to make like a little paper lamp thing. You can kind of see the bottom of the lamp below the table, but you know, you can just ignore it or just pretend it's okay and looks cool. So here I'm putting a little dresser and mirror and trying to decorate things. And I think we're nearing the end of the video, sort of, a little bit. So here I am just kind of putting in the bathroom. This is the last room of the house. I get lazy when it comes to landscaping. I get lazy when it comes to a lot of things, actually. I just kind of skimped out of the landscaping. There's a little bit at the end, I think. So I like using that 3 long mirror, and then there's some tables, some sinks up on there on the counters. So here's the finished product of the house. Here I'm putting in a little bit of landscaping, and I change my mind a lot when it comes to terrain paint. I'm terrible at drawing terrain paint. I just never really get it. So I'm putting a few trees in to fill it out and pretend like I did stuff when I actually didn't. And then here I am getting ultimate lazy and putting bushes instead of flowers. So I think that's the finished project of the house. I'm going to do a little spin around here. And so the question, comment down below, do you prefer building or playing The Sims? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like down below. You are all my favorites, and see you in the next video.